Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this April the 28th, 2023. I hope everybody's having a great Friday out there so far. I hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about the watches, warning, and advisory for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. Saturday and Sunday. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. We got quiet conditions over pretty much the northeastern United States, except some wind advisories over portions of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. We have some flood advisories, flood warnings in effect for portions of Virginia, and also look like around North Carolina as well, around the Charlotte area. Some flood advisories from heavy rain that fell yesterday in that vicinity. Also, we have some flood watches in effect for portions of northeast Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. We have some flood warnings in effect for area rivers along the Missouri and Illinois border. Also down in Arkansas and also in Texas as well. Also, we have some wind advisory over portions of Texas and New Mexico as well. Some winter weather advisories over southern Colorado. Some red flag warnings over southern New Mexico and southeastern Arizona. We have some frost advisories over portions of Kansas and Nebraska as well. Also, we have some more flood warning for area rivers over South and North Dakota as well. We have some flood warnings also in effect for portions of Nevada and also over in California and also over here in portions of Idaho as well. Some hydro issues as well over portions of Wyoming, also Utah, and also portions of Colorado as well on the western side. Also over here in portions of Oregon and Washington State as well, and also, like I said, flood watches over portions of northern Minnesota and northeast Minnesota and northwest. Still, Alaska's quiet, and the Hawaiian Islands look good as well, with no watches, warnings, and advisories for your locations there. All right. Let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. We got some showers and thunderstorms extending off the Outer Banks of North Carolina, extending through portions of the Mid-Atlantic region, around the Virginia area, and also up toward Pennsylvania, and also back into portions of northern Ohio, also back into portions of Michigan as well. Some scattered activity over a portion of southern Ohio, back down into portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. Got some shower activity over the Gulf of Mexico and also scattered activity over Florida and the Bahamas as well. Also, we have some rain showers over portions of Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas. Got a little bit of snow over portions of New Mexico with some rain showers. We got some showers around the Hawaiian chain islands as well. West coast of the United States looks pretty quiet at this time. Okay, look. We still had that marginal risk of severe weather with portion of southern Ohio all the way back through portion of West Virginia and also down in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and also east coast of Florida. Also, we have a marginal enhanced risk over portions of Texas and also into portions of Oklahoma, west Louisiana, with general thunderstorms outlined in that area. General thunderstorms over portions of Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and also portions of Washington, D.C. area, and also back up toward Ohio, and also back into portions of eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, western North Carolina, also upstate South Carolina, back into the just east of Atlanta, Georgia, with some general thunderstorms. The west coast of Florida got some general thunderstorms there as well. Also, if you're in the enhanced risk for severe weather today, this includes San Antonio, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas. And a slight risk, this includes Houston, Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, and Laredo, Texas. Also, the marginal risk, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami, Florida, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Haley, Florida. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for today. We have 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. The 5%, this includes Waco, Texas, Killian, Texas, Temple, Texas, Corpus, Cove, Texas, Claiborne, Texas. Sorry if I mispronounced the name wrong. No, and 2%, this includes San Antonio, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, and Arlington, Texas. Alright, let's take a look at the wind probability for today. We have 5% in the brown from Ohio down into Florida. Also, we have 5 and 15 and 30% over Texas, and also a portion of northwest Louisiana, southwest Arkansas. The significant severe weather will be San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, Laredo, Texas, Waco, Texas, Killian, Texas. The 30 Texas, Waco, Texas, Killian, Texas, Round Rock, Texas. 15%, this includes Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas. And the 5%, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami, Florida, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, and also Haley, Florida. And let's take a look at the hail probability. 5% still. We have 5, 15, and a 30% over here in Texas. The significant severe weather would be San Antonio, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, and Arlington, Texas. The 30%, this includes San Antonio, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas. Also the 15%, this includes Corpus Christi, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Laredo, Texas, Brownsville, Texas. And the 5%, this includes Houston, Texas, Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami, Florida, and Raleigh, North Carolina. Alright, let's take a look at your day 2. We have general thunderstorms extending from portions of Minnesota through Iowa back to portions of Pennsylvania, portion of Ohio as well. Also down in Virginia, North Carolina, northern South Carolina, all the way back down into portions of the Atlanta metro area, and also Birmingham and Jackson, Mississippi, and toward Monroe, Louisiana. Also, we have a marginal risk over portions of southeast Louisiana, southern Alabama. A slight risk has been included for southern Georgia and much of Florida as well, and a slight risk also for a portion of southern Georgia and a general thunderstorm south of there. The marginal risk, this includes New Orleans, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Metairie, Louisiana, Cape Coral, Florida. The slight risk, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Florida, and Tallahassee, Florida. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for tomorrow. We have a 2% in the green and 5% in the brown. We have the 5%, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. And the 2%, this includes Cape Coral, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, and Macon, Georgia. Let's take a look at the wind probability. We have 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. The 15%, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. The 5% include New Orleans, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Metairie, Louisiana, and Cape Coral, Florida. And let's take a look at the hail probability. We have 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. 5% include Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, Cape Coral, Florida, and Savannah. Messed up with me again. But anyway, we're going back to the hail probability. And I was, okay. Then the 15% was Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Palm Bay, Florida, and Delton, Florida, and Melbourne, Florida for the 15% risk for severe hail for your Saturday. Now let's take a look at the Sunday severe weather outlook. As you can see, we have a marginal risk over here from southeast Virginia through eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, also down in central and southern Florida. General thunderstorms over here around portion of northern Oregon, Washington State, portion of Idaho as well, and also portion of Colorado and Wyoming. General thunderstorm from Michigan all the way to New York, Ohio you included, all the way back over to portion of Maryland, Washington D.C., back through the western Carolina, down into northern Florida. That's general thunderstorm in Virginia, Miami, Florida, Raleigh, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida, and St. Petersburg, Florida. And let's take for your Sunday, 5% in the brown. Uh, this includes Virginia Beach, Virginia, Miami, Florida, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, and Haley, Florida. Okay. Well, that concludes our video for today. Hope everybody enjoys it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Consider subscribing. Love to have you, and we will catch you back in the next video.